ओम शांति। सभी नहीं बोल रहे हैं, बैठने में बिठाने में बिजी है। हाँ, ओम शांति। अच्छा, ओके। पीछे नहीं उठे?
Those who have not got up from the back,
कैसे मजा आता है?
what do you enjoy sitting at the back? What do you enjoy? Come to the front.
और नजदीक आओ ना।
Come to the front, no?
दूर बैठे हुए ना, नजदीक आओ।
Come.
बहने या भाई है।
Brothers or sisters, please come. You know, it's best if they come in the beginning, otherwise time gets wasted.
अच्छा, अभी मैं क्या सुनाऊं?
What should Daddy share?
साइलेंस में बैठे हैं।
We're sitting in silence.
या आने से पहले
before coming here.
में जो साइलेंस बत्ती चल रही है,
There's a bhatti that's happening in
आवाज
ORC.
को सुनाओ।
So Daddy had to share on the phone with them. So there's silence bhatti happening there. And here everyone was sitting in silence. Here also in Daddy's cottage there's a bhatti happening. When Baba became avyakt, then both Dadi and Didi had a thought, what should we do now? Baba has become avyakt. And so immediately the answer came that the bhattis that happened in Karachi, they were with Baba. We were the embodiments of renunciation and tapasya. When we sit, then two things, renunciation. Renunciation means, what does it mean? It's not that you have to renounce. It's natural. It's like automatically it leaves you. You become free. And so you have an attitude of renunciation. Renunciation goes deep into your attitude. So should Daddy clarify attitude? Like your mind. In your mind, there's feelings of mercy. In your mind, there's feelings of mercy, feelings of friendship, selflessness. This is the understanding that Baba has given us. In your mind, this is what you do in a bhatti. Previously, these feelings were not there. But since we have a relationship with Baba, Baba says, He is the Supreme Father, the Supreme Soul. All are souls. In the whole world, all are souls. In the whole cycle, all are souls. All are souls. Each one is playing their own part. No two souls are alike. They're all souls, but no two souls are alike. This is the understanding that Baba has given us. Each soul has its own part, and that part is unique to that soul.
सारे चक्कर में जब भी उनका पाठ शुरू हुआ है,
when the part of the soul starts throughout the cycle, we have the understanding, we know God has given us this information that throughout the whole cycle, you have played a part of 84 births. You've taken 84 births from the beginning of Golden Age. Now it is the end of the Iron Age. You've taken 84 births. And so this aspect has come into our understanding that it is now our final birth. Shiv Baba told Brahma Baba that you don't know your 84 births. I'm going to tell you your 84 births, and out of your 84, this is your final birth. When the soul is filled with this knowledge, when there's understanding, when there's realization, I am a soul, and I, the soul, am the child, the progeny of the Supreme Father, the Supreme Soul. He is imperishable, He is immortal. He doesn't take birth and He's beyond death also. So in the same way, the soul is also immortal, imperishable. It adopts this body and plays a part. And as soon as the soul leaves the body, it also lets go. It also, all relationships are finished also. When the soul comes into this body, when it enters the body, then the parents start to say, my child. As it grows old, it says brothers, sisters, friends, relationships increase. When it was born, you forget, as soon as the soul is born, it forgets previous relationships that it had. Do you remember who you were in your previous birth, whose child you were? Even we don't know. No, we don't know. But in this birth, by belonging to God, by recognizing God, the parents who've given birth to me, this body, so how have I died alive? I've died alive means I've forgotten all of that. We're in this body, but I have died alive. Whilst dying alive, I belong to Baba. Now, my mother, my father, my friend, my friend, we enjoy these relationships with him. Do you experience this in silence? Or does your mind, does your intellect go elsewhere? If your intellect goes elsewhere, then that is not renunciation. This is my mother, this is my father, this is my teacher, this is my friend. He is my Satguru. He gives us such wonderful Srimad. My mind becomes completely peaceful. And then you just, what comes, what emerges after that is, Baba, what praise can I sing of you? You give us so much happiness, love, peace, that which I had lost. I, the soul, had become dry. Whilst in this body, I found it difficult to smile because of these difficulties, what had I become? And now, Baba, you've taught me to smile. Nothing is difficult. Now Baba says, children, is it firm? Is it firm that nothing is difficult? When Daddy first went to England, I didn't know English when I went to England, but at least I could say, don't worry, no problem. Those who know Daddy from a long time, then they see that, yes, she doesn't know the Hindi of don't worry, no problem. There's no Hindi for it. There's no Hindi a translation. There are some Hindi words which you can't find in English for. There are some English words that you can't find Hindi words for. How will you translate Om Shanti? The whole world of BKs knows the meaning of Om Shanti. Om Shanti means in 1 second.
I am peace.
In 1 second, I am peace. It takes 1 second. Peace which we've been looking for, we didn't find it anywhere. And now here the peace inside us is increasing. Sorry, previously our peacelessness was increasing, and now we lost wealth, we lost everything, relationships, to find peace. And now here Baba says, children, you are mine. This one says, you are mine. When we sit in silence, to sit in silence, this is a gift that Baba gives us. The children, sit in silence, do your activity, that's fine. Do your activity, but don't have any type of worry. No the thoughts and no worry. Then you can sit in silence. This finger within your thoughts becomes completely peaceful. With this finger you become peaceful. Your eyes are open, but the thoughts are peaceful. The mouth remains peaceful. You enjoy to be peaceful. In silence, see yourself and see how light you are. The soul is very light. That even whilst it's in this body, there's the feeling of great lightness. Light also means light, as we see, like there's no darkness. Darkness is removed. Firstly, before, the soul is in the body, but it's like it's in darkness. Now you've received the third eye. You've received the third eye to see the self and to see God. How did we receive that third eye? Because it was closed. Only these physical eyes used to see. Only these physical ears would listen. Only this mouth would speak. And you would call it extroversion, to listen to things that are outside, to listen to things outside and to speak that which is happening out there. And now we have become introverted. By receiving the third eye, we become introverted. It's said that one who is introverted is always happy. How can you translate this? That if I'm introverted, I'm always happy.
No problem.
No problem.
अगर बैर मुक्ता है ना,
If there's extroversion,
बस एक दूसरी तीसरी इसकी बातें,
if there's extroversion, then this thing, that thing,
बातें करने वाला,
and the one who's talking these things, thinking these things,
कैसा लगता है?
how does that person feel to you?
मैं कहती हूँ बाबा मैं
I say, Baba,
ऐसी हो जाऊं, तो मेरे से कोई ऐसी बात करे नहीं.
I say to Baba, Baba, I should become such
अभी तो ऐसा कर दे.
that people shouldn't talk rubbish things to me. Even if they do come in front of me, something should stop them from talking rubbish.
हिंदी है, पर इतना यूज करना अंतर्मुखी.
And so the Hindi, the one, okay, I'll tell you in Hindi. Antarmukhi means introverted. Sada Sukhi means always happy. So Antarmukhi, Sada Sukhi. It rhymes. Daddy would like all of you to be happy. You are souls, I am a soul, and we are happy. God has said, my Father has said, that hey soul,
हर समय सामने आता है, उससे बाबा इस द्वारा सुना रहा है.
Brahma Baba is always in front of us. Shiv Baba is speaking through this one, but at the same time, Brahma Baba is showing us how to do it practically. That incorporeal soul doesn't have organs, and so through these organs, through this one's face, he is giving us an experience. And so you feel. The word feeling, it has a beautiful importance. My feelings internally, there should be truth and love in my feelings internally, nothing else. Nothing else. Baba always explains that he's come to make us from humans into deities. What are the feelings of ordinary human beings like? What are the feelings of Baba's children like? Because we are souls who are going to become deities. Deities are completely viceless. They're full of all complete with all virtues. They're completely viceless. They have no vices. They're complete with all virtues. That Father gives us teachings and is making us like Himself. Child, there should be no defect within you. In personally, he tells each one of us, personally, he's telling each one of us that there should be no weakness or defect remaining. And that then next is tapasya, when you let go of everything. Let go, let go. Nothing should hold on to me. Nothing should attract me. Nothing should draw itself to me. It shouldn't pull me. Only when you let go will you be free. Let go completely. Renunciation. Then you don't have to renounce. When I first came to Gyan, people say to me, your renunciation is great. And I think, well, what's the big deal? Renunciation, if I can renounce, if with realization I can renounce in 1 second, then my fortune opens. I'll immediately get God's company. The more time I have taken up in renunciation, okay, even if I belong to Baba, but the fortune that is created through renunciation, they haven't understood that properly yet. They haven't experienced it. And so today, with this feeling, when I was sitting in remembrance, I didn't think what I was going to share, but since yesterday, these feelings have been there. Each Baba's child. Each Baba's child should know, should understand how they should realize how through renunciation our fortune is created. That which is artificial should leave me, and that which is real would remain with me. Now, that which is artificial, that just for show, that will go. This is why Baba says in every Murli that children remember me. It means keep me in front. Whatever weakness, defect you have, that defect is to do with ego and attachment. There's not complete understanding. Attachment. And ego. Through understanding, through good understanding, free yourself from this. It's not hard work. Baba talks about volcanic yoga, and so it means the fire of love should be very intense. It should be a very intense love, continuous love. It shouldn't be that sometimes it's intense and sometimes not so intense. It means then, if it's not so intense, it means there isn't renunciation in my attitude. The more I keep Baba in front of myself, keep both in front of yourself, Brahma Baba and Shiv Baba. Shiv Baba is anyway incorporeal. And his signal is towards Brahma Baba that you should also become like this one, an incorporeal soul. I don't have this body. That even whilst being in this body, you become detached from this body. See in the body and you'll only see Brahma. See the body and you see Brahma Baba. Look at Brahma Baba, that whilst in the body, he had three attitudes. One, if Dadi can repeat it, please. Can somebody ask her to repeat it? So first is an attitude of renunciation. And then the second is an attitude which is free from attraction. There's no desire. Thirdly is an attitude which is beyond. Your attitude is beyond. Only then can you have an attitude of renunciation. When you're upram, like above, beyond. And so this is a study we have to do. The more you study, then you understand everything very clearly. And so in 75 years, even after 75 years, I still today have an interest in study. If I didn't study, then I wouldn't be able to sit here in front of all of you. Brahma Baba, whilst in this body, at the age of 60, at the age of 60, Brahma Baba, Shiv Baba entered Brahma Baba. At the age of 93, a- at the age of 93, Brahma Baba became Avyakt. But within that, what did we see? We saw an attitude of renunciation, an embodiment of tapasya. And whilst doing service, he used, he, he's given, even up until now, even through his Avyakt form, he's still giving. Where have you got it all from? Those who are sitting here, where have you received from? You've received from the Avyakt form. Baba is in front of you here even. In all four directions is just light. And so for us also, it should be that in all four directions there should be just light. When we first went to Delhi on service, we didn't have that much understanding of how to explain to others. But whenever we met people, people would always say, there's just light from you. We spoke less. But they would just see light at light. Now I want you to have these experiences yourself whilst you're listening. Go into silence whilst you're listening.
Natural.
It's natural.
Alert हो जाते हैं.
And naturally you become alert.
अंदर की मायावश विकारोवश थे.
Internally, previously, we were under the influences of Maya and the vices, and so we became very tired because we didn't have any power in the soul. Even now, even now here, some have the disease or the sickness of tiredness. Why do they have that? The soul has not taken that much power from the Supreme Soul that they can finish off that previous things, so that they cannot even experience new energy.
Wonderful.
It's wonderful.
Automatic काम कर रही है.
The new energy is working automatically.
शक्ति और एनर्जी में फर्क है ना.
There's a difference between power, shakti, and energy.
हम कहते हैं एक होता है बल.
One is strength.
दूसरी होती है शक्ति.
Second is power.
तीसरी होती है एनर्जी.
Third is energy.
निर्बल को बल मिलता है.
The one who is weak, who doesn't have any, the soul is weak, and so firstly it receives strength. It's very weak. Because the soul has taken sorrow from many births, so it's become weak. The soul has been searching for the path of peace and happiness, and it's not found it, and so then suddenly the Father has pulled you from wherever. He's made somebody instrumental and pulled you. It's up to show you the path. Someone or the other has become instrumental, and you experience strength.
तो एकदम अंदर से बहुत निराश आत्मा थी.
The soul was very hopeless previously.
यहाँ तो कोमल हो गई थी.
The soul had become very delicate. Either it had become delicate or it had become very delicate to such an extent that even in a little thing experiences a lot of sorrow. A little thing, or so hard-hearted, and so hard-hearted that it doesn't, they don't understand that they're giving sorrow. They don't understand the person in front of them is also a human being, and they just give sorrow. Whether it's your father or your brother. So you've gone through both extremes, delicate or hard. And so such a heart, God has come, made the hard-hearted one into a strong-hearted. Even if somebody insults you, it doesn't matter. It's not their fault.
अंदर चलेगा नहीं.
Internally, there won't be any waste thoughts that why is this one giving me insulted? They're testing you.
जो लास्ट मोमेंट में बाबा जिस दिन अव्यक्त होता है,
The day Baba became Avyakt,
जो करे मित्र हमारा.
Baba also said, the one who defames you is your friend.
हम समझते जो मेरी महिमा करता है वो मेरा मित्र है.
We think that the one who praises us,
करने के लिए मेरा मित्र है.
the one who praises us is our friend.
नहीं करने के लिए करता है, जो है सो कह देता है.
The one who praises you does it to make you happy, but the one who defames you doesn't do anything to make you happy. He tells the thing as it is. And so internally,
Baba ने इतनी समझ दी है,
Baba has given us such understanding that our attitude, our vision, because vision and drishti, vision, attitude and vision are connected. Who is in my attitude and vision? We are all children of the one Father, so we are all souls. This is in our attitude and vision. When we sit in remembrance and we look at the gathering, we don't see that this one's from America or London or England or wherever. We all belong to the same home. Whatever is wherever is the Father's home, that is also the home of all souls. The Supreme Father, the Supreme Soul is our Father. In all relationships, I only have that one. And so while sitting in remembrance, take the happiness of all relationships. Mother, he's my mother, so it doesn't matter whatever I am, however I am, he's made me belong to him. The soul is beyond caste, color, creed, all of these things. He's given us such understanding. That Supreme Father, that Supreme Soul is my Father. And then the other aspect, Baba gives us understanding of drama every day. Each one has their own part. In 1 second, in every second, something is changing. The same scenes cannot happen again and again. By not thinking these things, then you create karmic accounts with other people's nature and sanskars. You've broken Kalyugi karmic bondages. You become free from those. And then, whilst making effort with a true heart, you need cleanliness and honesty. You need humility and sweetness. Think about it. I'm going to be peaceful for 1 moment. Firstly, cleanliness and truth. And then humility. And then sweetness. This makes us into easy yogis. It's very easy yoga. It's not difficult. It's natural. Whatever were my defects and weaknesses, it's through having a faithful intellect I'll become victorious. This is my Father's power that I've received. Firstly, he gave us strength. He said again and again, you belong to me, you belong to me, you belong to me. And then after belonging to him, he gives us understanding that you have to remove your defects and weaknesses. He's given us the knowledge of the drama. That whatever your sanskars were of the previous birth, With your mind and intellect, transform your sanskars. Now Baba talks about being a Brahmin to an angel, Farishta, but he doesn't say Brahmin to deity. When the deities are in the body, then they have all virtues. We have to pay attention to that. But higher than that, is the angelic stage. The bestower of blessings is telling us, he's telling us that how fortunate you are. How fortunate you are that you belong to the Father. It's through him that you received understanding and teachings. It's through renunciation. It's through renunciation that you become the embodiment of tapasya, and now we just have to do service. And so, an attitude of renunciation, the embodiment of tapasya. Firstly, check these things, and then service is natural. It happens by itself. Within this, the blessings that I've received from Baba from time to time, they're very useful. I'm looking at the time, but just one more thing. When Global House was being made in London, I was from the 16th of December till the 18th of January, I was in Ahmedabad. My health was very, very bad, very bad. I was ready to leave the body. It was like that. This was in 1991. And 18th January, Baba had come in Om Shanti Bhavan. And Baba touched me when he was in Om Shanti Bhavan. And Dadi wanted to leave her body. And she said, let me go. And then Baba said that matter will cooperate with you. And so the next morning, 5 o'clock in the morning, Baba sent a message that matter will cooperate with you. So this was in 91. Now it's 2012. And so how many years ago was that? You'll receive the kingdom of 21 births in Golden Age, but here I have received a kingdom here also, because it's God's order to matter that you have to cooperate with her. There's so much strength in God's words, in his versions. And then in the month of March 91, I finished my passport. I didn't think I would go anywhere. Dadi ji called me in her room. And then those from London had told Dadi ji, you have to send her back. And then Baba called me in Baba's room, private meeting with Dadi ji and Dadi. And Baba said, you have to go. And then Baba said, even your presence is necessary. And so from that day till this day, 91 March, Baba said, your presence is necessary. I don't have it to do anything else. He is my companion. And so I just have to be present. Baba doesn't let go of me. Baba doesn't leave me alone that I can even question that how is it possible. And so whilst walking, even while sleeping, he doesn't let me sleep. He himself doesn't sleep, he doesn't let me sleep. Many souls are being inspired, being touched. Those who have not seen Shiv Baba, those who have not seen Brahma Baba, they should see that how was my father, what service was he doing, what service did he do, what service is he doing. And so Baba's sweet versions, that your presence is necessary.
मैं कहती हूँ ट्रैवलिंग नहीं करेंगे,
Many times I say, I won't
वो जो
travel.
बोल है ना बाबा के हाजिरी में, अच्छा
And then those words come back
प्लेन
to
में
me.
कैसे चढ़ते हैं,
How do I get onto the plane?
तो मैंने कहा प्लेन में तुम कैसे उड़ती हो,
Many ask, how do you
मैंने
manage
बाबा
on the
ने
plane?
कहा उड़ती रहो और आती रहो,
Baba said
अच्छा
to
तो प्लेन में थोड़ी
fly
बैठती हो,
and to remain
उड़ती
flying,
रहो
and to fly
और
and to
आती रहो।
inspire others to fly. So it's not that
तो
I'm
कल
sitting on
ऐसे
a
क्लास
plane, but I'm
नीचे करा
flying.
रही थी यहाँ आने के पहले,
Before coming
तो
here,
मैंने
I
कहा
gave
ये गीत
class in
बाबा का बहुत अच्छा
Shantivan.
है,
Baba used to
चलो
like
जा रे
this song.
पंछी ये देश
That
हुआ बेगाना,
there's a song in which
तो
the
गीत
words
बजाने
are
वाले ने मजे से बजा लिया गीत,
the words of the song
चलो
are,
रे जा रे
and that is
पंछी
singing it. It is
ये
that
देश हुआ इतना
bird
वंडरफुल गीत,
fly
इतना
up
वंडरफुल
above.
गीत,
This
कभी
world
ये
is
आता है ना
now
ये देश बेगाना हो गया मेरा,
strange. It
ये
doesn't
देश
belong
को
to me.
सुधारना है अभी
But
तो,
we have to reform this world.
और हमको बिगड़ी को बनाने
We
वाला
have to
है, मेरा
put that
भोलानाथ बाबा
which is
बिगड़ी को
right.
बनाने वाला है,
Baba is the innocent Lord. He's going to
ऐसे
put
शब्द
that
मत
which is
बोलना,
right.
क्या
And
करूं
so
नहीं
don't
बोलना,
ask how,
जो
don't ask
करना है सो अब कर ले,
whatever it is that you have to do,
बाबा
do it
करा रहा
now.
है,
Baba is the
जो
one who's
करना
inspiring us to
है,
do it.
ये अच्छे मंत्र
These
मन में
mantras,
ऐसे यंत्र
these mantras work like weapons
ऐसे हो,
internally.
तो सिर्फ हमको कभी
And
कभी मैं
so
गुलजार दादी से रोज 15 मिनट भी रूआन
I
करती हूँ,
chat with Gulzadadi every day,
साक्षी करती
15
हूँ,
minutes.
देखने का बाबा कैसे ये कहाँ से कहा,
So from when I'm
कैसे अपने बच्चों को पैदा किया है,
that Baba,
हम औरों को
how
देख
have you
करके कुछ
given
हो
birth
नहीं
to
रहे,
to so many children?
हमको देख
All
करके
we have to
आप
do is
खुश
just
रहो ना
see
रहो,
and become
मेरी खुशी
happy.
में जब मैं जूडी के देखी वाडी को देखूं,
When I see
मोरन को देखूं,
Judy,
किसको
Wadi,
देखूं,
Maureen, who should I
एक
look at?
मंदा नाम भी करके ले
Manda.
लेती हूँ,
I take
बाबा
names.
कहता है बाबा को नाम भूल जाता है,
Baba
तो कोई कोई
forgets
का नाम
names,
याद रहता है,
but I still
बाबा
remember
खुद भूल
names.
जाता है, नहीं नहीं कोई का याद रहता है,
Some
वो क्या
names I
करते हैं,
remember. Why?
क्या ऐसा कर, तो
What are
मुझे
they
अच्छा
doing?
टोनी पूछा ये
Tony asked me,
पास्ट का कोई कर्म है या अभी का कोई कर्म है,
is it past karma
पास्ट
or is
जन्म की तो
it
पास्ट
present
हो गया,
karma? If
तभी
it's
अभी कर्म
past
अच्छा करने का
karma,
भाग्य मिला है,
if it's past karma,
पास्ट
then it's
जरा भी मिक्स
finished.
न
But if the
हो,
past karma is cleared, then I am
जरा
able
भी
to
मिक्स न
perform
हो,
good actions
कल
now.
भी जो
So
पास्ट
nothing
हो गई
should
ना
be
वो भी
mixed.
आज मिक्स न हो,
Yesterday, what happened should
अब
not be
अब
mixed in today.
अब
Now,
तो
now,
मुझे
now.
बहुत अच्छा लगता है,
And so
लंदन
I
में
like it.
मैनचेस्टर में रखा था ना,
There's a program in
नो,
Manchester in
बोले क्यों,
UK, and the
NOW नो,
topic was now.
फिर इट इज टाइम,
Now it is time.
इतना मेरे को जैसे नशा चढ़ गया,
I had
नो इट
so
इज
much
टाइम,
intoxication when I saw
हाउ
this
नहीं बोलो,
topic that say
फिर
now,
छोटे बच्चों
don't
को भी नहीं
say
बोलना,
how.
नो,
Never say how, always say now.
कितने अच्छे सिखाते हैं,
You teach me
अब
such
अब
good
बोलने
things.
वाले
Those who are going to
बाबा के सामने प्रेजेंट हो जाते हैं,
those who are going to speak will be present in front of
अब
Baba.
हाँ, कभी संकल्प नहीं आता है ये कैसे होगा,
The
या
thought
फलाना
never
ऐसा है,
arises that how is it possible or so and so is like this. These are dirty thoughts.
न बुद्धि में है न
They're
मन
not
में
in my
है,
intellect and they're not in my
सब
mind.
अच्छे है, भगवान
Everyone
जाने
is
ये
good.
जाने,
God knows and they know, but as
जब
far
वो
as I
सब
know,
करा
they're all
रहा है
good.
कर रहा है,
He's the
तो
one
मैं
who is
काय को
doing
बैठ के और बात करूं,
everything.
मुझे
Why
नहीं
should I sit and talk about other things?
बस इतनी अच्छी बातें,
These such good
श्रेष्ठ
things,
प्रारब्ध को अपने हाथों से बनाने वाली बातें,
such things which create an elevated reward.
कर्म ऐसे करो,
Perform such actions
कर्म बड़े बलवान
because
है,
actions are
बाबा
very strong.
सर्वशक्तिवान है,
God is the Almighty
बलवान कर्म कैसे
Authority,
बनेंगे,
but how will my actions
जब
be
मेरी को
strong?
अंदर से
But that's only
उमंग
possible
उत्साह
when
होगा,
I have hope and enthusiasm,
सर्वशक्तिवान से,
when I
कर्म बड़े
have
बलवान है, जो भी कर्म
my
वो
actions are
करा
actually
रहा है
stronger than
ना,
the
करा
Almighty
रहा है वो,
Authority. He's
तो
the one who's
कर्म में बल आ गया,
inspiring us. And
तो
so
मैंने कहा बाबा
when I have power in my
खूब
actions,
सारो, तो ये इनसे एनर्जी पैदा हो जाती
and
है,
this is what
अपना
creates
बल,
energy, strength,
शक्ति,
power,
जो कोई हिसाब किताब कर्म बंधन न रहे,
there should be no karmic bondages remaining.
फिर विश्वास
And then faith.
असंभव असंभव कर रहा है.
Faith that the
तो लोग
impossible
कहेंगे
can
असंभव है.
become possible. People will
तो
say it's
भारत में देखो
impossible. When I look in
पांडवों से ज्ञान
Bharat,
सरोवर कैसे बना,
how did Bandarbon and
ज्ञान सरोवर
Gyansarovar
शांतिवन कैसे
get
बना,
made? How did Gyansarovar,
मनमोहनीवन कैसे बना.
how did Shantivan happen? How did Manmohinivan happen? It's a
विदेश
wonder.
में देखो
Look at foreign lands
क्या
even.
से क्या सारी विश्व
From
को
look at the whole world.
बाबा ने अपने हाथों में ले लिया है.
It's like Baba's taken the
बच्चों
whole
को
world
निमित्त बना
into his
करके
hands and made the children
सारे विश्व को
instruments.
हाथों में ले लिया है.
He's got the whole world in his hands.
तो हम कौन है?
Who are we?
बाबा ने कहा था
Baba said,
बाप है कल्याणकारी,
the father is
बच्चे है विश्व कल्याणकारी.
benefactor, and the children have to be world
हमारी
benefactors.
वो ईरान वाली बहन बैठी है यहाँ.
Where's the sister from Iran?
पांडवन सब
Batul.
आए हैं.
Have those,
दीदी
Batul,
पांडवन सब आए हैं.
have souls come from
पांडवन से
Pandapon?
कौन आया?
Raise your hands if you've come from Pandapon.
समझा?
Did you understand?
आज क्यों यहाँ आए हो?
Did you understand why you've come here?
क्यों, क्या, कैसे?
Why, what, how?
जरा भी इस ख्याल में गए
If you go into these thoughts,
बाबा के बच्चे काम के नहीं होंगे.
then you're not useful, Baba's children.
एक ही बारी साकार बाबा ने पता नहीं मेरे को इतना पकड़ के
Baba
एक बारी का तू मेरे काम की नहीं हो.
got hold of me once and he said to me, "You're of no use to me."
ऐसी लगी मैं बाबा के काम
How
की
did
नहीं हूँ.
imagine how I felt? It hurt. It's like
दिन रात
I felt that how can
मैं
Baba
बाबा
say
के काम
this?
बनूं.
Every day I had the thought that I want to be useful to
मेरे
Baba.
कोई राइट हैंड नहीं है.
Baba said once he doesn't have a right hand.
राइट हैंड चाहिए.
Baba wants right hands.
ऐसी ऐसी बातें जो
And
भगवान
so
ने
such
कही है
things which Baba has
वो दिल
said,
को लग गई है ना.
they've touched my heart.
इसलिए दिलाराम के साथ रहने में मजा आ गया.
This is why I enjoy being with the comforter of hearts.
दिलाराम के साथ रहने में.
I enjoy to be with the comforter of hearts.
इसलिए मैं अपने कमरे में किसको सोने नहीं देती.
I don't let anyone sleep in my room.
मैं कैसे दिलाराम के साथ रहती हूँ रात.
How do I sleep with the comforter of hearts at night? Even during the day, the comforter of
प्यार से
hearts is with me.
कारोबार कम चल रहा है ना, वो चला रहा है ना.
The
मैं क्या
work
करूं?
is happening with peace and
Free.
happiness. What do I
बाबा
do?
क्या कहिए
I'm
चाहिए?
free. So what does Baba want?
राइट हैंड.
He wants a
कैसे
right
बनेंगे?
hand. How will I be a right hand?
हार्ट,
My heart,
हीट,
head, hands.
अपनी हार्ट में बाबा को देखो.
See Baba in your heart.
तुम्हें हल्का हो.
Your head should be light,
टेंशन फ्री.
tension free.
टोली खिलानी दीदी छोड़ो.
Daddy's going to give Toli and blessings to everyone.
पांडवों में खिलाई है.
She gave
ज्ञान
to,
सरोवर में नहीं खिलाई है टोली.
she shared Toli in Pandapon the other day.
कौन बाबा का राइट हैंड बनने चाहता है?
Who wants to be Baba's right hand? Raise your hands if you want to be Baba's right hands.
पक्का 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 पक्का.
Is that right?
यहाँ
Definitely.
मेरे अटेंशन दो.
Look at
आपस बात नहीं करवानी.
don't talk between yourselves.
राइट हैंड.
A right hand.
राइट हैंड वो बनेगा जो पुरानी बार लिफ्ट कर देगा.